Yeah, madam, I think you are in mute.
Am I audible? My
Yes,
voice
now.
is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are installing the operating systems, right? So I have many virtual machines. When you switch on our virtual machine, when you open our virtual machine, if it is showing nothing means click here. Show or hide. You can see this. Click on it. So this is what we created in, I think, yeah. This is what we created in last class. So click on it. You can close this. Power on this virtual machine. So continuation with the last session. So click on forward. Now license agreement, click on forward. Now enter username. You can create any username. You can create a user with any name. No problem. Example, I'm giving my username as Jack. Okay, enter the password. I'm just giving single digit password. Now click on forward. Now we give single character, right? That's why it is showing the chosen password is too big. So I want to continue with the same password. So S. Select date and time, forward. Forward means next. Okay. Finish. That's it. Installation is completed. Now, this is my home screen, login screen. Now, what is this my shell? This is host name, computer name. What we gave while installing the operating system. That name it is showing here. If anyone missed yesterday's class means, you can take the recording video so that you will get it. Now, my shell is the host name. What is this Jack? Jack is user, normal user. I want to log in as a super user. I don't want to log in into normal user account. I want to log in into super user account. Click on other. Now enter username. What is the username for super user? Root. So enter username, click on login. Now enter the password which we generated. Click on login. So now we are entering into our computer. Now, whenever you log in into your computer as root user, means super user, you'll get this screen. You're currently trying to run as the root super user. You'll get this pop-up. I don't want to see this always. In that scenario, you can check this. Do not show me this again. Click on close. So how many paid students are there here? Anyone paid already?
I
Any
am.
paid student? Yeah, Chandan.
I am.
Yeah, you paid.
Yes, ma'am.
I think
I
Michael
paid.
also paid.
Yes.
Ask them for the Telegram link. You already paid,
Yes.
no? Message them for the Telegram link.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So basic commands. And the notes I will share to your Telegram group. This notes you'll get into your Telegram group. Okay. So when we entered into our computer, so this is graphical user interface. We are in graphical user interface because when we selected operating system, we selected desktop option, right? That is the reason we are able to see graphical user interface. Now, if you want to use command line interface also, we can use command line interface. Actually, we get with command line interface only directly, but while installing the operating system, we selected desktop option. That is the reason we are able to see desktop. If you don't select desktop option while installing the operating system means when you log in, when you switch on your computer, your login screen will be like this. If you don't select desktop option while installing the operating system, your screen will be like this, login screen, when you switch on your computer. So here we give login name as root. Then it is asking for the password. We enter the password. Now we are able to access this through command line interface. So we execute commands from here. So this is terminal. When you log in into our computer, this is terminal. This terminal is used to execute commands. Now we have graphical user interface as well as command line interface. Both are there because while installing the operating system, we selected desktop option. So that is the reason both are available. Command line interface is available. Graphical user interface is available. Both are available. So you can use both. Okay. So how to switch from GUI to CLI and CLI to GUI means now Control Alt Function F2. We are in command line interface. Control Alt Function F1. We are in graphical user interface like that. By using shortcut keys, you can switch from GUI to CLI, CLI to GUI. If your laptop or you are using old keyboard, your desktop old keyboard you are using, then no need to use function key. If it is latest laptops, only function key is required. In few architecture, function key is not required. Control Alt we use means enough. So in my laptop, it accepts function key also. Control Alt function F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8. We have function keys. These are shortcut keys. Now here, Control Alt function F1 is for GUI. You are in command line interface. You want to go to graphical user interface. We use Control Alt function F1. Control Alt function F2. Control Alt function F3. Control Alt function F4. We use for command line interface. These three keys we use for command line interface. Control Alt function F5. In few versions, this key works for GUI. In few versions, it works for CLI. It works in all the versions, but this is not constant. In few versions, it works for GUI. In few versions, it works for CLI. Control Alt function F6, F7, F8. These three keys will not work in all the versions. They works only in few versions. Okay, if they are working, Control Alt function F6 and F7 works for CLI. Control Alt F8 works for GUI. But these three keys will not work in all the versions. Now see, you are in graphical user interface. Now I want to go to command line interface. Control Alt function F2. We are in command line interface. Control Alt function F3. Another login page came. From here also you can log in. I have another user, right, Jack? I'm logging from here. Then this user also able to log in. Control Alt function F4. One more login page came. But I don't have another user. That's why I'm not logging. Now you want to go to graphical user interface. How to go? Control Alt function F1. This is the shortcut key to switch from GUI to CLI and CLI to GUI. Is this clear? Clear, everyone? Switching from GUI to CLI and CLI to GUI is clear. You can message me if you have any doubts also. If not clear also, you can let me know. I will repeat. This is not at all free course. This is not at all a service. We are charging. So you have right to ask. Remember, you can ask if you have any doubts. If you are not asking me here, you can message me on the chat box, or you can, once you get the Telegram link, you can join into that group. So you will get into my Telegram. You can ask me there also. In Telegram also, you can ask me if you have any doubts. Okay. And when you are doing the practicals at that time also, if you have any doubts, you can ping me on the Telegram. And that group will be permanent, as I told you. So after finishing the course also, if you have any doubts, you can ping me there. Sometimes I may respond late, but definitely I'll respond. Now, what is the difference between GUI and CLI? See, I'm going to command line interface, Control Alt F2. See, this is terminal. From here, we are executing the commands. All the commands we are executing from here. Okay, so now coming to graphical user interface, Control Alt function F1. When you are in graphical user interface, one moment. So when you are in graphical user interface, this is terminal. Terminal is used to execute commands, right? So in graphical user interface, we can open n number of terminals. So here itself, you can log in into different users also. And you can execute different commands. In one terminal, from one terminal, you can install something. From one terminal, you can create something. From one terminal, you can delete something, like that. You can open multiple terminals in graphical user interface. This is one terminal, right? Now see, I opened another terminal. If I want, I can log in into another user from here itself. Like this. I will show how to log in, how to open terminal. This all I'll explain. So first, the difference between GUI and CLI. GUI works with multiple terminals. CLI works with single terminal. Terminal is used to execute commands. Graphical user interface works with multiple terminals. Command line interface works with single terminal. The main differences between GUI and CLI. Clear up to this? Now, to open terminal, you want to open the terminal. In command line interface means when you log in, terminal opens automatically. See Control Alt Function F2. When you are in command line interface, terminal is opened automatically, so you can execute the commands directly. Like this. But coming to graphical user interface, here terminal is not opened. It is just showing desktop. Okay, so how to open the terminal means right click on desktop and select open in terminal. In few versions, in desktop itself, it will show the terminal icon, it will show here. If you double click on that icon, it opens the terminal. So to open terminal, right click on desktop, select open in terminal. That's it. This is to open terminal. So this is your terminal. Hope you are clear up to this, what I'm explaining. Again, I'm telling, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. You can message me on the chat box. Okay. And these notes also, I will share. Whatever I'm explaining, everything, I will share the notes to your Telegram group. So once everyone joined into Telegram group, then I will start sharing the notes. Okay. One moment. So in your terminal, when you open the terminal, it is showing like this. Right. So now we are discussing about this. What is there in this bracket? We are discussing about that. If you observe, so in the bracket, root @myshell space desktop and bracket is closed. Okay. So now there are 3 fields here. 1, 2, 3, right? What is this 3? I'll explain. First is user information. By seeing the first field, you can understand which user is logged in. By seeing the first field, you can understand which user is logged in. Okay, so we have two types of users to log in. Super user, normal user. So by seeing the first field, you can understand which user is logged in. Root it is showing. It means what? Super user is logged in. It is showing root. It means super user is logged in. So by seeing the first field, you can understand that which user is logged in. So super user is logged in. Now, second, host name. Host name means what? Computer name. While installing the operating system, what name we mentioned, that it is showing here. If you want to change the host name also, we can change the host name. Okay. Next. And third is current working directory. At present, where you are working, that information it will show. First is user information, which user is logged in. Second is host name, means what computer, in which computer the user is logged in. And third field is current working directory. Currently where you are working, that information it will show. And we have symbols like hash, dollar, and tilde. There are three symbols: hash, dollar, tilde. Hash means super user. When you log in as a super user, it will show hash symbol. Dollar means normal user. And tilde means running user home directory. Tilde means running user home directory. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Up to now audible, right?
Yes.
Okay. So hash symbol means super user, dollar means normal user, and tilde symbol means running user home directory. Now, so here by seeing the first field, you can understand which user is logged in. Root user is logged in super user. In which PC root user is logged in? In my shell. This is host name. And where this root user is working? In desktop. See, if it is changed, Now see, observe. Root user is logged in my shell computer and root current working directory is where. Like that. By seeing the third field, you can understand in which directory we are. How to change the directories, that I will explain later. Okay, now hash means what? Super user. When you log in as a super user, it will show hash symbol. See, if you log in into normal user. Now observe. So Jack, it means normal user is logged in. In which computer this user is logged in? In my shell computer. And where this user is working, tilde. Tilde means what? Running user home directory. What is the home directory for Jack? /home/Jack. We discussed in file system hierarchy. When we create a user, it automatically creates a directory with same username. So whenever user logged in and creating any files or directories, the data is going to store in their home directory. This point I told in your file system hierarchy class. See, observe. Now, where we are means in /home is there, home under Jack is there. Now we are in Jack's directory. Okay, so if Jack created any files or directories, the data is going to store in Jack's directory, which is under home. pwd is the command to check in which directory we are. About this, we'll discuss later. So is this clear? So first field is type of user, super user is logged in, second is host name, third is current working directory. So when it is showing hash symbol, it means super user is logged in. Dollar symbol means normal user is logged in. When it is showing tilde symbol, it means what? You are in running user home directory. I'll show you one example. See, we are in home directory, right? If you observe under home, Jack is there. Jack user directory this is. So whenever Jack user logged in and Jack is creating any files or directories, the data is going to store in this directory. This is the home directory for Jack. So whenever we logged in into Jack account and we are creating any files or directories, the data is going to store under Jack's directory. Where the data is going to store means it is under Jack directory by default. So tilde symbol indicates running user home directory. Is this clear? Honey. Yeah. Oh my. Done. How to log in from one user to another user. How to create the user, that also I will show in next classes. All the basics I will explain. Okay. So still many basics are there. So, but I'm stopping the session by this only today, as this is the demo session. I will not go with more commands. Okay. So today I showed you how to log in into computer, how to log in as a super user. And I started the basics also. I told what is the difference between GUI and CLI, how to switch from GUI to CLI and CLI to GUI, how to open the terminal in graphical user interface, and what is this three fields and what is the symbols. So that I explained. And I will continue tomorrow basic commands. Like what commands, what are the basics we have, how to zoom in, like we can zoom in our face, we can zoom out, we can clear the screen. We have many basics. Every basics I will explain. Okay. So this is about today's session. We'll meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you for the session. Michael, join into Telegram group if possible. You paid already, right? Chandan, your voice is very low.
Hello. Hello. Are you audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, I have some doubt, ma'am.
Ask.
Yesterday I cannot attend this class, some work, ma'am. So,
You will get the
uh,
recording video. You will get the
yes,
recording
yes,
videos.
I see recording video, but
Okay.
I can I have Windows 11 laptop, ma'am.
Windows 11.
Windows 11. So
Okay, you
how to install?
download VMware 16. Download VMware 16 Pro.
I cannot found in Google, ma'am.
You can. Otherwise, when you join into this Telegram, no, I will share that link.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Join into Telegram group. Ask them for the Telegram group link. So they'll share the link. So I'll share. I will give you the VMware link.
Okay,
I'll
okay, ma'am.
share there. Yeah.